Ouverture, Walt Disney Studios première. Opening of the Walt Disney Studios, take one.
Lights. Camera.
Moteur, ça tourne.
Action.
Walt Disney Studios Park in Disneyland Paris is currently undergoing a major expansion that will double its size and greatly improve it, with the addition of Avengers Campus and a Frozen Land. When the park opened in 2002, it was very small and it was created on a minuscule budget. This is the Distory of the Walt Disney Studios Park. As part of their contract with the French government, Disney had to open a second gate at Disneyland Paris, then known as Euro Disney, within the resort's first 10 years. Initial plans for the resort included a European version of MGM Studios from Walt Disney World, complete with great movie ride, a gangster shootout attraction, and special effects shows. However, as attendance for Disneyland Paris was lower than expected, the budget for MGM Studios Europe was slashed, and the project was ultimately cancelled. Yet Disney was still contractually obligated to build a second gate at the resort. The result was the creation of Walt Disney Studios Park. When the park opened in 2002, Walt Disney Studios Park was the smallest Disney park in the world. After entering through Soundstage 1, themed to a Hollywood backlot set of Hollywood, guests would find themselves in the production courtyard. This land was home to the main attraction of the park, the Studio Backlot Tour, where guests would take a tram through Catastrophe Canyon and the set of Reign of Fire. The nearby Cinemagique show took guests through the history of film. The next land was the Animation Courtyard, home to the Animagique stage show, the Art of Disney Animation, and Flying Carpets over Agrabah, with this land being a dead end. The final land was the backlot, a grey concrete of a land. Here, guests could find Rock and Roller Coaster avec Aerosmith, a clone of the Walt Disney World roller coaster, the Motors Action Stunt Show Spectacular, and Armageddon Les Effects Spéciaux, an effects show taking guests behind the scenes of a scene from Armageddon. And that was all that could be found in the park. As the reception for the park was mainly disappointment, Disney began to add attractions to the park to make it worthwhile to visit. This included the Tower of Terror, Crush's Coaster, and Cars Route Rally in 2007, Toy Story Playland in 2010, and Ratatouille in 2014. Then, in 2019, it was announced that the Walt Disney Studios Park would receive a €2 billion investment that will effectively double the size of the park. This would see the Studio Backlot Tour being reimagined as Cars Road Trip in 2021, and the backlot being transformed into Avengers Campus, which opened in 2022. They were also building a lake with a frozen land on the opposite side of it, and a third land previously themed to Star Wars, whose theme is yet to be decided, and a promenade that will include a Tangled flat ride. So, over 20 years after Disney was forced to create a second gate for the Disneyland Paris resort, it is starting to become a much better theme park. What is interesting is that the land set aside for a third gate could still be resold by the French government. However, in 2020, the French government gave Disney a time extension to create a third gate by 2036. If they fail to do so, that land can be resold. Hopefully by then, Disney will have created and budgeted accordingly for a great third gate. Until then, I'm looking forward to Walt Disney Studios 2.0. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next on the Distory channel.